Hey guys, I'm Ann Freimark and I'm the team programmer here at the Amy Sanders Library. And today I'm going to show you how to make your very own t-shirt headband. It's very, very easy. All you need is an old t-shirt and some paint. If you don't want to use paint, you can always use some Sharpies. If you use the paint, you will need like a little paper plate and some pencils that you haven't used the eraser on, so they're nice and fresh. And then a ruler, some scissors, some newspaper or an old magazine, whatever you kind of have laying around. So go ahead and take a minute now and go gather your materials. Alright guys, once you have all your items gathered up, you're going to lay out your t-shirt and make sure that the bottom edges line up, because what we're going to do is trim off the hem. So just take your scissors and just cut away. Alright, once that's trimmed off, just kind of toss that to the side because you won't need it. And then you're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure about roughly 4 to 5 inches. And then I always like to use kind of a Sharpie just to kind of mark it a little bit, make it a little easier for myself when I start cutting. Give myself a little rough estimation. Does not have to be perfect. And then just kind of cut along. Once you have that cut, just take the rest of the t-shirt and toss it to the side because you won't need it anymore. I'm going to turn this around. And as you can see, it's still a circle because I didn't cut the sides. And so now comes the part, if you have a really colorful t-shirt that you're doing this with and you just want to enjoy that pattern, you don't have to do all the painting. If you do the painting, that is the next step. So grab your paper plate, and I'm going to use some green paint today. Grab your pencil. And then, in order to not make a mess, grab some old newspaper or an old magazine. We happen to have some of these old book pages lying around, so I'm going to use that today. And we'll just kind of tuck it inside. Paint. And you don't need a lot of paint for this. A little bit. You can make some polka dots. So then you'll just take your pencil and gently press it into the paint, and then you'll just stamp little circles on there. I will recommend trying not to go too heavy with the paint. That will make it be a longer craft time because the paint will take much longer to dry. But it's also not going to hurt it if you do go a little heavy on the paint. And once you're done doing that, go ahead and take a minute and let the paint dry, because what we'll do next is flip it and do it on the other side. Okay guys, once your first side is done and the paint is all nice and dry, all you're gonna do is flip it so we can do the other side. And you're just gonna kind of do the same thing you did earlier. You're gonna grab your pencil and your paint, and you're just gonna do your little polka dots. And then same as we did with the first side, once you're kind of done stamping all your dots, just kind of put it to the side and let it dry for a little bit. Alright guys, once your paint dries, what we're going to do is actually turn our circle inside out. So as you can see, I've got polka dots along here, I've got them along here, so now I'm just going to flip it inside out. And I'm going to tuck my magazine back inside, just like we had it before. There we go. And then what I like to try and do, just because with this material I can see some of the green dots shining through, I do try to match up my dots, because we're just doing the same thing we did on the other side, taking our pencil and putting little dots on this side. Once you're kind of done adding your new dots, we'll do what we've been doing and just set it to the side to let it dry for a little bit, and then we'll flip it. Alright guys, once this side is done drying, we're going to do what we did earlier and just flip this and grab our pencil and our paint and just kind of where you see the dots have kind of gone through, maybe try and match those up, but you don't have to, not a big deal, just kind of your own preference. We'll just keep stamping the dots. Okay, and then once you're done, just like before, we'll set our paint to the side and wait for this side to dry. Hey guys, so once all of your paint is dry, the next thing you're going to do is slip off the fabric We're gonna set all of our paint and our magazine or newspaper, whatever you used, to the side. And so as you can see, all kind of around and on the inside, we've got our polka dots. So the next thing you're gonna do is just lay it down, and then we're gonna form an 8. That's it. And then twist it one more time. And you're gonna just fold together. So we're just bringing these up. So that's that side. That's what it looks like right here. And then you can slip it on. And so you just slip it over like this, move your hair, and then find your little knot right here. You want that to kind of go on top. And you just slide it on over as best you can. Obviously, you can fix your hair a little better when you're in the mirror. And there you go, and it kind of sits like that. Keep in mind, the material I used for this isn't very stretchy, but it's still, this was a medium shirt and it fits perfectly and snugly and fine. If you use a really, really stretchy shirt, you may have to do a few loops around to kind of make sure it stays on nice and tight. But there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Bye.